Yo, what's up guys? I figured it's about time I do this video since I've been asked to many times and I've always had it on my mind to do it. I've done it before for a different game and now I'm going to do it for Trials. So this is officially my Trials Evolution / Fusion top 10 ninjas. So I'm going to get right into this because I don't have too long to talk. Number 10, I'm going to start with someone that not a lot of people would put up here, but I think he's a great player, and that's Zombaic. I think it's ZF Zombaic is his gamer tag. I guess he's most known for Zero Faulting Way to Paradise. I think a lot of people will question that run because technically he did cheat, but Zero Faulting Way to Paradise, even with a cheat, not so easy. So it's a great run, and that's why he's makes it on my list. My number 9 player is going to be one of my personal favorite riders to watch, and that's Inferno Trials. I felt like I had to put him on this list because he gets runs that are nearly unbeatable. If Inferno Trials takes his time getting a run on a ninja, we're probably not going to beat it. He's been one of the greatest players for a long time. His skill has never diminished, he's only gotten better. That's why I decided to put him on the list. My number 8 player is NPS Metal or So Metal. Just a general great rider, can pass many difficult tracks. Again, I just felt he needed a spot on this list, so I put him there. My number 7 slot. Now keep in mind, this is because this is more of a current list, not an all-time list, and in my all-time list this player would be much higher, maybe number 2 or number 3. And it's Target Grief. Mitch, no offense, but you've definitely lost a lot of your skill. You're just one of those players where if you don't play it for a while, you seem to lose it. But of course, back in the day, you got runs that are still to this day almost unbeatable by most players, and you're a legendary Trials player. Like I said, definitely a top 3 player of all time, just not right now. My number 6 slot, again, this is current. I'm gonna have Choki. Choki is, I thought, one of the best players of all time, if not the best Trials player of all time. His skill in speedrunning and the ninjas is insane, and that's why he deserves the number 6 slot on my list. He could be higher if he played more. My number 5 is Slick Scythe. So I debated whether to put him in the 5th or 4th slot, you'll see my next player, and I decided to put him in the 5th slot just because I feel like the player above him can pass just as hard tracks as he can and around the same time. Maybe not, I'm not positive of their high level skills, but when it comes to low faulting ninjas and their low level skills, speedrunning ninjas, the other player got him beat. And that other player in the number 4 slot is Plapakuzi. His skills recently have impressed me beyond limits. I mean, he's an insane player. Like, I feel like as far as competing for runs, he's the only one that really, consistently gets runs like I do. I feel like, when it comes to low faulting ninjas and whatnot, I think me and him are a lot better, but better than a lot of players. The only player that, if any ninjas put time into getting these runs, they can do it, but me and him seem to do it really fast, and I think he's a great player and definitely a top tier player, which is why I put him number 4. My number 3 slot, now this is going to be a little controversial, because I think a lot of people would put him higher, or, by the way, I'm not putting myself on this list. I just don't do it for any list I make, so yeah. My number 3 player is Pex. So, like I said, a lot of people would probably put him in number 2, and you asked me a month ago, I might agree with you, but right now, I don't think he has the edge over the next player I'm going to name, and that's why I put him in number 3, despite, him passing some insane tracks. I think he's just not as skilled as the other players, and that player I'm talking about, the number 2 slot, is Mr. Jamal, Malik Jamal Estilo, whatever you'd like to refer him as. Ghetto referred to him as the best African player in the world. He's a beast. He can pass anything insanely fast. He can pass pretty much any track he puts his mind to, and he's just an insane all-around player, just absolutely amazing. He's gotten so much better over this past month too. It's insane. And my number 1 player, completely obvious. No, there's nothing to this. It's Ghetto. Ghetto is by far the best player in the world. There's no one even competes with him, even close in my eyes. I think when someone even thinks they're getting close to Ghetto's skill level, he just does something that blows people's minds. They're like, okay, well, he's the best again. So that's my top 10 players. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.